if you are indeed the future King of England, as will be, of course, His Royal Highness Prince William, the Prince of Wales, well, you have a problem. And you have a problem right now. And it's all thanks, some people might suggest, to this particular individual, the current British Prime Minister, the Right Honourable Sir Keir Starmer. That's right. As ever, let me explain. Morning, chums. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining me today, and lovely to have your company. Welcome, one and all, brand new subscribers. You know, we'll have a wave. I know you need to tell me off. Just tap on the screen, I'll hear you. Well, I can do, can't I? Maybe. Well, I can hear you shouting. There's no need to shout. No, I've done it now. Isn't that beautiful, this building? Claridge's behind me. Yes, well, I thought I might spot you there. Well, what do you mean? I know. Can you imagine if you went in and got your flask out? That'd be funny, wouldn't it? You'd have to politely say, wouldn't they? Sorry, we don't allow those in here. And you could say, well, why not? But of course, you know, you wouldn't dare risk it, would you? That's the problem. Let's get back to your story of the day. Sorry, I do make myself giggle at times, you know what I mean? I've often wondered that, though. It's a bit of a Benny Hill, Dick Emery sketch then, isn't it? Just get your own sandwiches out. See who boots you out first, you know what I'm saying? Now, what I find fascinating about this story is we have now become a laughing stock on the world stage. You can dress it up whichever way you want, but as you know, the troubles that are escalating now around the world literally came to a fruition over the weekend. And the worst bit that we discovered really was the fact that Britain, who we considered to be having a very special relationship with the United States of America, and one might suspect, of course, the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, well, we would have thought things might have been better in our favour. But seemingly what's emerged is the fact that allegedly the current British Prime Minister, the Right Honourable Sir Keir Starmer, knew nothing of this. Likewise, the current British Foreign Secretary, David Lammy, knew nothing of this. So the government on Sunday morning decided to send out this man, the fake solicitor who lied in the House of Commons, Jonathan Reynolds. I mean, really, you couldn't make this stuff up. And he couldn't decide which way he wanted to go because he didn't know anything. Likewise, another local Labour MP, Luke, came out and decided he was going to throw it in. We're all looking incredibly bad. Now, I can tell you from an excellent source that behind the scenes, the real reason why we've been kept out of the loop is simply this. According to that source, and as ever, I have to say allegedly, apparently the President of the United States doesn't have too much faith in our current British Prime Minister. Now, it can't help with headlines like this that have recently exploded around the world. And then, of course, we saw pictures of this and the fact that, if you remember at the start of the year, the President inadvertently offered the letter to the world, which was taken as a very much private invitation to the President of the United States from His Majesty the King. But it's this relationship that truly cemented everything last year meeting in Paris. That's right, between the President and the Prince of Wales, Prince William. Now, according to that source, Donald cannot get over just how much he was enamoured with Prince William and his intellect, the way he's poised, the way he dealt with everything. He truly was, as he said, just mesmerised. At that point, he admired him from afar. But at this point, he said he was so statesmanlike. And Donald speaks his mind, as we know, and what he can't understand is why you have such a brilliant person in the form of Prince William who isn't allowed to do more and get more involved to help the country. You see, that's really the thing that he's looking at. And according to that source, he'd rather deal with His Royal Highness Prince William, the Prince of Wales, than our current British government. And you can't blame him. Do not forget, this was a government that sent out people to try and dethrone Donald Trump from, of course, his presidency. And this isn't a political statement, there's your fact. It's literally there. So you can understand, as things are moving forward, we're all very concerned over here, particularly in the United Kingdom, about how that relationship's going to be moving forward. And while, of course, heads of government over here might try and scramble around, claiming that things are going now in the right direction for us and we will be included, clearly we have no faith in that. However, on the top of all of that, apparently the government are looking into how they can solve the problem of the potholes over here in Howard Roads. Always one step ahead of the game, I'm sure you'll agree. I'd love to know what you think to this particular story and why were we kept out. And as I pointed out, is Prince William now our only hope in cementing that very much special relationship back on track? As ever, please be polite, kind, and if you can, like and share. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.